Beating the drums for war, cut number 6.
It's very likely that the nuclear program could be a target for several reasons. First, this is something that Prime Minister Netanyahu, beyond any other Israeli politician, has recognized as the existential threat for Israel. And I think people should understand that with now 300 some ballistic missiles having been fired at Israel since April, they have to worry that the next time they see a ballistic missile aimed at them, it could contain a nuclear weapon under a nose cone. So that is a motivation to solve the nuclear problem now.
Does Iran have the ability to deliver nuclear material in a weapon? And what would the consequences be if the United States did, as Ambassador Bolton is suggesting?
Iran, the judgment of all of the intelligence agencies that have examined this, including Mossad in Israel and the CIA in the United States, is that Iran has achieved something close to nuclear latency, meaning it has the ability on fairly short notice to fabricate a bomb. Clearly, it has a very effective ballistic missile force. So it could put those two together. That is not impossible to imagine. But Iran has not built a nuclear weapon, in part because of religious scruples. And if you don't believe that, remember that during the Iran-Iraq War, when Saddam Hussein in Iraq was attacking Iranians with chemical weapons on the battlefield, the Revolutionary Guard in Iran petitioned the Ayatollah for the development of chemical weapons for Iran. And they were refused on the grounds that weapons of mass destruction are religiously unacceptable. They are forbidden in Islam. That's the Iranian position. It has not changed. The great irony is that Iran just elected a new president, a moderate, someone whose agenda was to reach out to the West and bring Iran back into the world. He was willing to talk with the United States about the nuclear program, to restore the JCPOA, the nuclear deal that enabled the control of the Iranian nuclear program. That was something Mr. Bolton opposed, and which was ended by President Trump when he was in office. President Biden promised to restore it. He did not. And there is no international control at all on Iranian nuclear programs. Here, there's a fundamental point that Mr. Bolton never seems to have understood when he was ambassador to the UN without having been confirmed by the Senate, I might add. It is far more effective to reduce threats with a negotiation and agreement, to eliminate threats with diplomacy, to get rid of the threats, than it is to attack the enemy with weapons where you don't know what the result of a war will be. And it's always costly in blood and treasure, no matter how successful it might be. And finally, we come to the point that nobody that I know and who is militarily literate believes that you could, in fact, take out the Iranian nuclear program effectively. It is deep underground. It is widely dispersed. And as we know, in the end, if you were to destroy it, they could reconstitute it because it's in the brains of their nuclear scientists. So I think this is dangerous nonsense, and I hope no one listens to it other than you and me.